Anyway, what my son does not appreciate, and I only had to do it because of his, well, his behavior. And yeah, the universe. All right, just a universe is everything, from time to space to everything. Everything is the universe. So the universe, from the time it was a little tiny baby of nothingness to the time it disappeared, from the beginning till the end, which is about 3 trillion years. No, strike that. 38 trillion years. The entire lifespan of the universe that we're standing in here now is, well, not really, right? But, well, it had a life expectancy of 38 trillion years. That's a long time. Anyway, so what happened was, because I discovered this really interesting factoid, universes were born constantly and died quickly. They fragmented. And this happened millions, and if not billions of times. And throughout the universe, throughout any universe, there's little fragments of old universes, little segments of them floating around, little wedges, and they bump into each other. And that's how universes are born, typically. They bump into each other enough, create heat. It's called bulk viscosity. Things get thick, and then suddenly everything stops. I mean, there's complete nothing. It's just like everything vanishes for a split second. And that causes the birth of a universe. The problem is they kept dying. All the universes died. They kept breaking apart in little pieces, and then they would just float around. Well, anyway, I happened to get lucky. I was a mortal creature in a universe that actually got to a certain maturity. I don't know it. I don't know how long how old it was when I discovered that it had exceeded the expectations of most everybody to do anything about this. And so anyway, because of sort of a happy accident, some godlike, wondrous event, I was able to understand the technology that would be required to preserve the universe. Anyway, Stephen Hawking, he's a very smart man, very smart. He said parts of the universe was constantly disappearing. That is, dying, disappearing. So he understood a little tiny segment of the problem. Anyway, so the thing is, what we did, this is the truth. I hate to say the truth, but you, my friend, are on a mirror surrounding a great giant singularity, which is, of course, like a black hole. You are stuck on a mirror like a fly on a wall. Yes, you are. If you don't believe it, I can't help it, it's true. I'm almost stuck like a fly on the wall, but fortunately, because of my significant other, my wife, who keeps me straight most of the time, I have some control over my particular aspect of my trajectory through this universe. That is to say, yes, I'm a Time Lord. I'm a god of time. Because we froze everything. Everything is static, so to speak. We call it the disk operating system, DOS, or DQS. Anyway, so we're able to access any point on the disk, on the mirror that goes around this giant singularity, which we were lucky enough to find was very useful to us because it was big, and we got it to implode and cause a black hole, and blah blah blah. And we also know another interesting factoid. To draw in every aspect of the universe, of all universes that existed simultaneously. We had to brighten the photosphere. We had to send out a signal that would go to every part of the universe, from the time it was the smallest to the time it was the oldest, till it was little, till it was big. We had to spread this light of creation all over, so we could draw in and every aspect of the universe. So once we produced the light of creation, I guess you'd say, and we found a way to do that. What that represented, then the universe began to shrink, draw itself in, and eventually it painted itself like a giant painting, like Mona Lisa, and it painted itself on top of this mirror, this virtual mirror, well, actually a real mirror, around a black hole. And then, strangely enough, this kind of like this head-to-head that Stephen Hawking and his peers had about, the disappearing information was actually it actually created the solution that we already had, but they didn't know that it's like reinventing the wheel. But still, it was kind of nice that they did, verify what we already knew. I don't know, but I don't like it in a way, because my son hates it. He says, "Father, what have you done?" I said, "I've saved the freaking universe." He said, "You put us on a piece of flypaper." I said, "It's still preserved." But he don't like it. That's John for you. John don't like being a fly on the wall. And he hates me. My son hates me. He really, really hates me. But anyway, this is whoever you want me to be today. But I like to call myself lucky most of the time. Or the devil. Or God. Or Lucifer. Or the seventh angel. Or the Time Lord. Or Doctor Who. Or mostly I love Windfall. I'm signing off. I had to say that because it had to be said.